This is one of my most used tools kit around the Maxpedition EDC organizer. I had this pouch for over 12 years now and it's still in really good shape, but as you can see I literally maxed it out. So I knew that if I wanted to add more items based on my needs and some of your ideas, things like a head torch or this precision bead driver pen, I would either have to remove items or upgrade to a bigger pouch. I ended up doing both, and thanks to Maxpedition for sending me over plenty of options so I can do even more builds. So meet the Maxpedition Beefy, which is the next size up to my EDC model, where the key difference is in the interior layout with these horizontal straps on the right and a zipped layer pocket. So let's transfer stuff over. Here is the final build after a few hours. As you can see, it's not as maxed out like before, so this will protect the zipper and fabric a bit better over time. Because I wanted more sizes in wrenches, the most logical solution was to get a legendary Knipex wrench pliers variant, which gives me 23 sizes. Mental for such a small tool. Furthermore, since I got this fancy new oiler pen, I realized that my new older ones are a bit redundant, since this new one can handle so many applications. As a result, these are the only 3 items I removed. Now as usual, let's go through each item one by one. Perfectly nested in this inner pocket is the Victorinox pen size sharpener. Then the famous Vera Tools Check Plus kit, which is such a comprehensive collection of useful tools and which I further decided to optimize for my needs, mostly the bit selection. Vera gives you plenty of doubles for the most used bits, so I added these Security Torx bits from Lexivon. Then another highly recommended item is this precision bit kit from Hoto, which gives you 12 double-sided 4mm bits, all on board, as you can see. Furthermore, everything is held into place by magnets, so there is no risk of breaking any plastic retention clips like on most basic models. The idea is again versatility in the most compact form. I already have the iFixit Mako set with 1,000,000 bits, but you can't beat the format of the Hoto if you want portability. The fancy oiler pen, like I mentioned, from Superlube, which is a synthetic oil with PTFE particles. Now I can have the standard Sharpie pen inside the pouch. The extra long Phillips 2 magnetic impact bit, which is really handy for harder to reach areas. A standard magnetic pickup tool. As you know, I find the glue stick a way better storage solution than liquid glue, which always dries up on me. That's the file and saw sheet from the Leatherman Surge multi-tool, where I added an extra longer saw blade. My trustworthy Prestacycle 1/4" mini ratchet with its extender that can be used as a T-handle as well. This makes a great pair with the Vera kit, especially on multi-tools if you need to counter screw the pivot bolts. Then hands down the best locking mechanism for bits ever put on a screwdriver, the Centrofix from Viha, which will take any 1/4" bit format you can think of. Standard tape. Then the king of multi-tools, the Leatherman Surge, with a diamond file on board. The Knipex Cobra pliers in 125mm, they have literally unlimited grip since they are so well engineered. Check my previous video where without them I couldn't have opened the pivot bolt on the skeleton. Followed by the newest edition, the wrench pliers specific ones, also in 125mm. As a side note, the Cobras are suitable for anything that they can bite into, including nuts, but these flat profile ones, you will never strip the bolts. Alas, you don't need me to tell you how useful this combo is. As with a Sharpie, the Bic lighter is better protected inside the pouch since I kept it in the outer sleeve. A few feet of paracord. A comfortable and lightweight head torch is invaluable, especially when you need both hands free. And finally, inside the zip pocket, I've grouped the heat shrink tubes in this bag alongside other Ziploc bags. The last item is this set of mini diamond file rods in various profiles for more precision work, like when I made the Alox Ramble keychain mod, and a pair of extra saw blades with different profiles. As I was putting stuff back, I realized that if I swap over the Surge with the Knipex combo pliers, the heads of the pliers match the pouch's profile a bit better. So yeah, that does it. This Beefy model is perfect now for my needs around the current loadout, with plenty of room left for any new potential items, but personally I want these kits to be populated by most used stuff by me, and especially with quick access. This being said, the next step up the Beefy is the Fatty, which is identical in layout besides the D-ring and the extra volume. So I decided to send it over to my dear friend Johnny, and I was curious on his take of what he can build in the Fatty. Then he sent me over some pictures and I will let you decide. So thank you Johnny for the effort, and his build looks really cool, which reinforces the idea of how versatile these pouches are. Thank you for watching, and as before, just shoot if you have any more ideas.